Well, hello, Internet, and welcome to another session of our Out of the Abyss. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. You can say hey if you want.
Hello.
Hey, if you want.
And we're going to start the session off with a little different, very minor different. We're going to, real quick, I do want to talk about use of NPCs and how we're going to be dealing with that going forward. So at the moment, what we've been doing is you guys have been using Turvy in combat, and Turvy's not the most excelled in combat. He can help every now and then. So instead, what we're going to do is kind of like have like little moves or a move that the NPCs can do when they're around to help you. So Turvy will be able to essentially grant advantages on certain skill checks, specifically stealth and perception, and he can do that a number of times per day, equal to a proficiency bonus of you guys, which at the moment is 3. So pretty much like if anyone wants to call it out, like you're making a roll, be like, Turvy's going to help me with this, and Turvy will help you with that. And other than that, they'll each have little special abilities. Like Turvy's special ability is can't see me very well. Once per short rest, Turvy can cause someone's form to blur, as if by the blur spell, causing all attacks to be made at disadvantage against the target for the duration. The effect lasts a number of rounds, equal to your proficiency bonus, which is 3 at the moment. So you can do that once per short rest, and he'll just kind of, pretty much you guys as a group or someone can call it out, like, Turvy will like, hey, blur that guy, and like, yeah, he'll blur him. That kind of thing. How do you guys feel about that?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good, yeah.
All right. And to note, the other NPCs, who you currently don't have with you at the moment, do have other abilities as well to kind of possibly assist you. The ones that, Rumpadump and Cappy specifically. But we'll get into that when we get into that. All the little rule stuff out of the way. Let's talk a little bit about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. Without further ado, last time, you guys were still embroiled in the barrage of earthen elementals sent by Ogremok's Bane. You had a task ahead of you. One mighty and huge earth elemental still stood amongst the cracked and spiked earth. With some luck and a little desperation, the boulder folk who emerged from the ground placed a boon on you all, causing a rippling effect on your skin, making it harden like stone. And with this emboldening moment, you took the opportunity to strike and felled the foul earthen creature. But then you had to deal with Weller's creation as well, but with a little less gusto and a little less plum. But eventually, with the shrine restored, the Galeb-Dur boulder creatures around the place hummed and flattened out all of the rough stone. And with the task done, you snuck back to Blingden Stone proper, taking the news to the Speaking Stones within town. You were met with quite a bit of favor. Specifically, the priestess here, Gurnik Tapfinger, granted you each a blessing of Caladuran's smooth hands, although it would seem Weller's blessing was altered by a different deity. Taking this favor, you headed to see about the leaders of the settlement, hopes of being able to make a way up or find a way to the surface still, after so many weeks it seems like. Being met here with a group of busy gnomes, but also met with the leaders of the whole place, the Diggermatics. They said they couldn't be bothered to guide anyone in this moment, and wouldn't be willing to part with any of their own maps, as they were rather busy with a couple of operations. Specifically, Operation Ooze There involved taking back their house grounds from a conclave of oozes in a section of their town that they've yet to reclaim. And Operation Extermination was another, as they were undecided about how to approach were-rats that had lived in another section of the caves within Blingdenstone. One of the two wanted to eliminate the possible threat, or at least move them out, while the sister wanted to possibly make allies with these Gold Whiskers. Loosely offering your aid, they didn't disagree to the matter, leaving the whole surface talk for later, when they have their city back, or at least most of it. Afterwards, you did some light shopping and headed back to the Foaming Mug for some rest and recuperation. And that is where we're going to pick up. You guys are chilling in the Foaming Mug. It's a little bit sparse for patrons aside from you all. What are you guys up to? I believe you grabbed some ales of Dark Lake Stout. Headed to a table to discuss your next moves, and eventually get some rest. That's where we're at.
Well, I think, let's see, rest is kind of the order of the day. I'm feeling a little bit younger now, but I can still rest these weary bones. What do we want to do next? The getting what's her names to guide us out of here turned out to be a bust.
Yeah, it sounds like they want us to help them with one of their two little missions. I think we spoke about going and checking out the Gold Whisker clan, seeing what's up with the were-rats. Servia might be of a bit of help with us.
As he pipes up,
talking to them.
I wouldn't mind seeing him at least. Make sure that no hard feelings. See who's running the place at least.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. We just tomorrow morning head over there.
Yeah. They did also mention that there was a way to the whole pudding court thing through the Gold Whisker territory, possibly. So,
yeah,
seems like one might lead to the other.
How do we present to them what they're being asked for? I mean, the idea is what? Just say, hey, if you help fight off these pudding people, then they're gonna let you stay where you are. It's kind of a raw deal, but seems like that's what they're offering.
Well, maybe stay where they are without being, assaulted and accosted and live in somewhat relative peace. It seems like maybe the Gold Whiskers are a bit of a outcast around here, and if the powers that be want them gone, I don't know exactly what chance they stand against mobilization. So perhaps the deal might be a little bit sweeter than the alternative of, if the Diggermatics assemble a group to go in there and forcibly, how did they put it? Exterminate? And now their other option is cooperation and uneasy peace, perhaps.
I get it. Just seems still kind of mean.
Yeah. Well, most things suck down here, so.
Yeah. I like better where my mushrooms were.
Well, we're attempting diplomacy with only one point of view. We're going to have to be flexible.
Yeah, I don't know what option the were-rats really have, but I agree we need to at least hear them out. And regardless, we need to do or say whatever we can and whatever it takes to get on their good side if we are to do that little bit of reconnaissance with the pudding court, finding out how many oozes there are and things like that.
Well, do we know the exact nature of the uses as well? Are they? Do we get any kind of feedback
We've
about
encountered some of
size
them
or?
already.
I mean, we encountered one when we first came in, yeah.
What
One.
happened to our old cube friend?
No, it was a few of them.
We had that one that was following us around for a little while. Then you're was just gone. I don't even remember.
That's a long time ago.
I know he was
Well,
walking
cool.
slower than us. Maybe he hasn't caught up yet.
Oh, he's maybe still on the trail.
Yeah, we've kept a pretty good clip, so we might see him in a few weeks. But to your point, Rincewind, I've never met an ooze that I liked, so
Well,
I can't imagine. Can't imagine they're up to much good. And similar to the Gold Whiskers, if our wish is to appease the Digomatics and have them guide us out or loan us somebody that can guide us out, it seems like we need to kind of bend to their will a bit.
I mean, it would have hurt just to get rid of the Who's and then also help them with the Gold Whiskers.
Yeah, if it comes to that, I'm not convinced yet that the pudding court's our fight. So far, they've asked us to basically just do a little recon for them and report back. So
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
You can do that.
Well, regardless, I think like Rincewind said, we got to talk to the Gold Whiskers. So Turvey, you're gonna be up tomorrow, buddy.
Well, I mean, I'm not much of a negotiator. I don't know what all those Digomatics was talking about, but yeah, I mean, I can. You need me to chime in, I'll chime in, but I probably shouldn't be the one to lead any conversation with, well, you know. I thought you were going to talk. You got Gold Whiskers now.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just common ground all that.
Yeah, I know we tossed around the idea of me being a deity to them, but
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
they're,
don't-
they're not stupid.
Yeah, I don't-
I'm not stupid. I know you're not a DD. You're also a drow. Like, come on
Right.
now.
right.
What?
Well,
I
then
just
who
mean,
should
like,
we
you know,
talk to? Should I go with the drow with gold whiskers, or does somebody else want to take the lead?
You gonna give my gold whiskers to somebody else?
No, I don't want to touch those. Those are beautiful.
All right, good.
I mean, if they're were-rats, I think our best bet is to have, yes, to go the Whiskers due to their name, but also have Turvey.
yeah, I said
Oh,
I'll
wow.
pipe up if you need me, but I'm not gonna like be like, hey, talk to me, because yeah,
No,
We,
no,
we
no,
get
no,
it.
no.
We get it. We get
I
it.
might
We'll-
stab
we
him
need
on
we need
accident.
your help along with
Wait, what?
Well, I don't know. What if they try to stab me? I'm gonna. You never turn your back on the Gold Whiskers.
Turvey, I think if anybody tries to stab you, you're within your right to stab them back. I don't think we've ever stopped you from
Well,
doing
that's
that.
what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, but they, you know, sometimes you gotta stab them before they stab you.
Bro.
Going to stab you?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
just you never know. I don't think so, but
You should have a
Blinking-
good idea, one way or the other.
Is Blinging still in
Proact-
Castle Doctrine?
So is it like proactive retribution?
right, yeah, it's more like, not that we, you know, should stab them immediately. Obviously, talk to them first, but like, be on your guard, because they, you know,
Sometimes it's
yeah.
more merciful to stop a fight before it begins.
Yeah, exactly. What'd you call it? Merciful. I
Yes.
don't know what a mercy is or why you're full of it, but yeah.
All right, but just so everyone's clear, if anybody's going to be stabbed by anybody, I mean, feel free to defend yourself.
Yeah, it's all I'm saying, right?
I'm not convinced that was all you were saying. You jumped to stabbing pretty quickly. I mean, we had just been talking about talking up to that point.
Oh yeah, definitely you go. I'm just saying, like, if you know, if but don't. You know, I'm not great at talking. That's all. I'll pipe up. I say, hey, I'm Turvey, mate. That's really that's most of what I got. Unless they
Are you
recognize
gonna
me.
say like, "Hey, I'm Turvey. I'm a gold whisker," or "I was a gold whisker," or "I almost was a gold whisker"?
No,
but I have
I
the whole
didn't.
Were rat thing.
I didn't go through the initiation stuff.
Right, but you're still a were rat, right?
Oh, I mean, I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm somehow more apprehensive about this plan that I felt pretty confident in just moments ago.
Oh no, you'll do just fine. I got your back.
And now I'm worried you're gonna stab it.
Only if I think you're gonna stab me first.
Like you
Oh, there's
said,
only
everything
one.
is terrible down here.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep your wits about you. Be fine.
So, just point of clarification before we strike out tomorrow and have this conversation. Are you playing the were rat and loose ties to the gold whiskers close to your chest, or are we free to interject that into conversation?
We'll play it by ear. I mean, you know. I mean, yeah, we'll play it by ear.
Okay.
Rat's ear. They're pointed but round. I don't know what I'm getting at. It was a long day, alright?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with the not good at talking thing. We got you, Turvey.
Yeah, but I got your back.
Again, does not instill the confidence that you think that it might. Also, you were missing some crossbow shots back there before, unless they're really big, and I can't imagine the gold whiskers are very big.
I nicked a few of them. Shooting stone with the crossbow is pretty hard.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have anything else they want to bring up for discussion before we bed down?
No.
Dusk
I'm
is
good.
already halfway to his room.
Right. As you break for the evening, supping on some what appears to be meat and some underdark veggies, mostly mushrooms. You all get to bed in somewhat oversized for fungi, but the beds are appropriately sized for you all, just as you did the night before. And as you drift off into a slumber, Weller, your dreams aren't quite like dreams. They're almost like memory. You get a fleeting feeling of being in the Drow prison in Velkenvelv. You remember bits and pieces of this, although you didn't remember the escape portion. Kind of starting to come together as a team. But you're not seeing it through your own eyes. You're seeing it through someone else's. Someone shorter. But kind of watching you. Every now, not like, watching you. More like just kind of being able to see yourself from a third-person perspective. And making it out of the prison. Trudging through the Underdark. Obviously moments of darkness and moments of terror, but there's also some moments of sweetness or fondness. You hear yourself talking about things you've never seen before. You hear yourself talking about the surface and how you've been there and how beautiful it is up there with the woods and sun and the moon. Also about how it's nice to be free again, as you were free before. But all this is like kind of like, again, third person perspective. And you can almost see the imagination of the person who you're viewing it from go a little more vivid in their own kind of ideas, seeing meadows and dark forest alive with the sounds of wildlife. And you remember some of the fun that you had as a troop, and also the kind of camaraderie that you had previously with some of the troop. Although you feel like you've started to regain that again, but it's not. Maybe this emboldens it more. Strange. Different. And then you see, looking on the dark lake, Fungi was infected with mummy rot. Little hope, other than a strange woman riding upon a boat. And you see yourself offering willingly to take upon a loss of your own memories in exchange for curing fungi. And it's like a flood of memories coming into you. At least until you see the end, the moment when Jimjar died. That is where the memory stops. But eventually you all wake up, having a long rest, as Weller gets his memories back. At least in the form of, like, from Jimjar's perspective, essentially.
I've got to stop drinking whatever the stout is that they serve here.
When he wakes up, Cat's supposed to do the ritual for a find familiar.
Kind of familiar you get him.
An owl.
An owl. Fair enough.
So that's one incense.
Well, that should be a hoot.
We now have an owl.
What's its name?
Oh God, you're asking me a good question. I'll come up with one. Just give me
All
some
right.
time.
Are you having it out the whole time?
Yeah, he's gonna start following him.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, you're not gonna
Just-
have an
just-
owl and not have an owl.
Just get on his shoulder and
Okay. As you're in your bedroom and no one sees it, but when Casmus comes to breakfast in the morning, he's got an owl on his shoulder. Is it like a little small owl, or is it like a great horned owl? Barred owl?
it's gonna be a really big horned owl.
Okay. Almost as big as fungi.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Did they make you bring your own breakfast?
No, let's just say this is a fiendish spirit.
Oh, thank God. I thought you picked it up in the market yesterday.
No. Picked up the incense to summon it.
Nah. Oh, so you did kind of pick it up in the market. Okay.
They have too
Everybody
many
else-
small bones anyway.
Everybody else is good at this. Nobody wants to get in on it. Caspus just shows up with a owl, and we're all fine with it. Okay.
Oh,
A
Dusk
what?
is eyeing it.
What is it?
An owl. It's a bird.
Looks like a
From,
bat to me. Kind of like
You
one of them,
could. It's a fly.
one of them hook oil things.
It's a flying creature from the surface. They see really, really well in the dark.
Wait a minute.
As a fiendish spirit, does it appear to be like a fiendish owl?
No, it would appear to be. Maybe his eyes would glow a unnatural color for now, but other than that, it would be a typical.
It
That's
looks really big.
an owl.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ride him?
know- I know what that is.
It's not that big.
No.
You can do anything you set your mind to, fun guy. We believe in you.
Eat one of the small mushrooms and yeah.
I was about to say, what were they called? The guy who was looking for my inventory. Pygmy wart.
Mm-hmm.
I like where this is going.
Oh no, I only got one left of those.
I mean, listen. Is there going to be a better time?
No, we were gonna keep this plan in mind,
Uh,
and we're gonna keep an eye out for more pygmy wart.
I like that.
All right. With a new owl companion. Where are you guys off to?
So the gold whiskers.
West of the caves, past the market, to grandmother's house we go.
Straight on till morning.
I wasn't aware your grandmother lived here.
She
Well,
invaded a while ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. As you guys head over through the caves, arriving at the market district, where you have seen kind of those entrances before. The market, just as bustling as it is, honestly, morning is probably the best time to arrive, as all the vendors are mostly fully packed with goods, fully stocked. And it is more bustling in here. You would also notice a familiar face of the same gnome who was escorting you guys around the first day in. And he seems to be escorting Cappy and Rumpadump around. Just kind of showing them around. You would see Rumpadump looking at things, pointing. Cappy's just kind of like holding his hand. Like a little toddler. And you would also see the gnome there who you had helped. Crap, I already lost his name. Well, not really a big deal what his name is.
Cappy, Rumpadump, welcome. They treating you well?
Rumpadump would kind of extend his spores. This place is weird. There's all these stone mushrooms in this room. Yeah, Mev is doing okay, I guess. I don't know. He was worried about us stealing or something. I told him we're not gonna. I just wanted to see it. It's okay.
Have you come across the other Myconids?
Oh, they're just waiting outside the gate. Just hanging out there. They seem to like it okay. I think it's, I don't know, weird, but it's better than the weird that was at the Grove.
Yeah,
It-
couldn't
yeah,
put it better myself.
yeah, I just wanted to see stuff. I guess that's where I got lost in the first time, but yeah, it's it's bright in here, a lot of colors. No stench of death, so that's okay, I guess.
That's a plus.
As Cappy will interject. Oh, yes, it has been interesting. I think I might have been here before, although I can't remember. As he kind of waves his little flump tentacles around, like almost like he's leaning on them to think. I have heard of this place, though. Blingdenstone. Last I heard, it was under occupation of, Drow.
Yeah, we've been known to do that.
But it has been a couple of days, and we figured we would possibly say hello. And the Myconids wanted to thank you once again for bringing them here. As the gnomes outside, the guards, have been quite welcoming. Yeah, they're letting them hang out there. They started growing some mushrooms. It'll
Well,
be
good.
nice.
We certainly hope you can maybe make a new Neverlight Grove, make a new home here. Away from, like you said, the weirdness.
Oh, will they let us do that? That's
Well,
Go till you ask.
okay. They'll probably let us do it, and then they'll burn it.
Well, look,
I
let's
don't
hope
think
not.
I don't think they'll do that. Well, they might. As he just kind of looks longingly at the stone mushrooms, or they'll turn us to stone like that.
Well, we have been here for a little while now, and we haven't seen anyone turn to stone.
Or give it time.
Well, and then Weller remembers the Medusa. We at least haven't seen them set fire to anything.
Okay.
We got that going for us.
They probably
Right.
all inhale smoke and die themselves.
You know what I missed about you, Rumpadump, is your positive outlook on things.
Yeah, I am pretty positive. Thanks.
It's that cheery disposition.
When Weller says that, for a second, Dusk does, what did you just say? Look at him. And then just sort of calms back down. Sensing that pot calling the kettle black moment, but not saying anything.
Well, what are you guys up to?
Oh, you know. Same old, same old. Trying to find a way out. Gotta do some things for some people.
You're gonna be down here forever, probably.
Yeah, let's try not to stay down here forever. There has to be a way out.
Well, feeling a little bit more confident this morning than maybe I have been. But that's not to say that we don't have some things that we need to do first.
Yeah, the gold whiskers. You said.
Yep. Neither one of you would happen to have
You've
any...
got gold whiskers.
Yes. That's a development since the last time you saw me. But they didn't do it to me. It's a thing that happened. Don't worry. They're not going to give you or the other Myconids golden mustaches. It's...
As Rumpedump will kind of look towards the only other person with any semblance of facial hair, Dusk, and okay.
Dusk will twitch his whiskers.
It's not contagious. Dusk has already touched him a few times, so...
They always tell you that.
So would either one of the two of you have had any dealings or heard anything about these gold whiskers in the past? Maybe.
I've never been here before.
Yeah.
And Cappy will just no, I haven't. Are they more gnomes? This was an ancient gnome home. It would appear that they've retaken the city. Good for them. Yes.
Well, you're welcome to tag along if you'd like. If you'd rather stay here and finish up your tour, we understand, but we have things to do.
Mev will kind of look to you all as you... I meant to say thanks the other day. That was mighty kind of you. Yeah, I'm just leading these guys around. Sorry, I got distracted there. Saw something I might like to buy later. But, you know that, yeah, they came in with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know them.
I don't want to be babysitting anymore. Not that I mind, but kind of have important stuff to do. Would you want to keep them with you, or should I keep sitting?
We could take them off your hands for you, and if they would rather come with us, they've been with us before. They're more than welcome.
All right, well, you guys are saving me a lot of trouble. You definitely owe you a thing or two. You still getting the free lodging, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's the least I could do. I'll try and find some other way to repay you. Second time you saved my hide. Alright, well, you take these two. I gotta go check in. See a man about a cow. A Roth.
Then you better get moving.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah,
That was
I'll do
quick.
that. That's a good one. It's good seeing you all again. I hope to... You all should stick around for a while.
We'll try, but
Yeah,
goal is to get out.
that's the spirit.
There's no guarantees.
And he quickly walks away. Like he's got somewhere to be. Leaving Rumpadump and Cappy in your presence. Cappy will just say telepathically, well, that was rather rude. We don't need babysitting, do we, Rumpadump? I probably do. Perhaps.
Yeah, don't take it personally. I think it's less babysitting y'all because you need it and more them just being a little wary. You know, probably the constant raids and whatnot. Make them a little weary of outsiders.
I don't blame them.
See. Well, I guess
I
we're
am
helping you with your gold whiskers.
Yes. Dusk sort of mumbles, I am confused about this practice of sitting on small children. Strange.
Capiota said.
Oh,
I believe it's in reference to making sure they don't go anywhere. Not actually sitting on them, but sitting on their responsibilities? I don't know.
I tell you what, let's hash that one out as we get to stepping.
Agreed.
All right. Leaving you alone in the market, you guys head over to the area where you can see there's kind of a, not a cave-in, but there is a gate that's been closed and kind of reinforced. Looks to head westward. It'll be guarded by two gnomish guards. As you approach, there's... Hey, you lot did the thing for... Yeah, here the other day with the cube things? Could barely see those things.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, well, are you trying to get through to here?
We are.
We didn't come for your gnome women.
Well, you better not. As he
It's a joke.
gets
I'm trying
angry
to
and
get
points
through
his
there.
finger. Hey, right, okay.
Yeah.
You know there's a bunch of were-rats in there. They'll bite you. Look out.
Yeah, how does that whole thing work? Do they just bite you once and you instantly turn into one of them? Or
Yeah, I've
is
seen
it-
a friend do it.
Oh. What? He turned into one?
Yeah, right in front of me. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's like right after a bit, like a bit.
Yeah,
you
he
just
got
immediately
bit, and immediately after he turned into a rat.
Do you think he's in there?
Might be.
What's his name? Do you want us to say hi to him or something?
Fredler? His name is Fredler.
His name was Spreadler.
Yeah. I mean, is that a bad name? Fredler?
I think it's a great name.
Is he cool?
I guess. He's a rat now.
Did you guys call him Fredler, or did he have a nickname? Just in case we need to ingratiate ourselves to him, you know, we could say, hey, what's your name, by the way? So we could say, like, your friend that saw you terrifyingly turn into the creature that you now are, told us to say, hey.
And ran away.
Well, see, I'm sorry. It was a bad joke. No, I didn't see my mate turn into a rat. Fredler is the
Right.
name I made up on the spot. Cause,
Yeah, it wasn't obvious.
but I don't know how it all works, but they bite you, right? That's how they spread the disease. I was just trying to tell you to watch your backs. That's all. Maybe a story gone too far. Sorry.
Appreciate it. But
Yeah, we
I'm sure we'll be
appreciate it.
fine.
Appreciate your honesty.
I didn't think you all would. You know, you can only commit to a bit for so long, and then it's like, yeah, it's gone on long enough, and parts that, you know, didn't really have.
Mercifully let it die, please.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you want in there, we'll open the gate, no worries, but just look out. They, you know, they'll bite you, stab you, whatever, take your shit. Alright, let him in. As the other gnome starts kind of unlatching the gate to open it up to a darkened space beyond. Seeing very low lights through the area of some of those crystals lighting up the space, but a little bit dimmer and immediately hit with a little bit of a stench of rot. Have fun.
Okay.
You gonna lock this behind us?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, that's happened before. Was there Dusk? Wasn't there like a whole system you worked out the other time? What, you knock 3 times, say your name. What do we have to do to get back out?
Just let us know that you're here and we're here, right? You know, it just takes a second to open up this gate. It's not like
Gotcha.
we're not going the rock below. That shit's scary.
Oh, okay. Well, we've been there already, so there should be like a vacation.
Oh yeah, vacation. We don't get those around here. It's still scary. They bite you and they turn you into a rat.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, well have fun in there. And he just
All right.
shuts the gate on you
I'll do.
guys.
Thanks, Fredler.
Like, I don't think that wasn't my name. As kind of closing the gate, you can see this dimly lit space beyond. Nearby are areas that have had small cave-ins, but nothing major. But you would notice plenty of debris, torn tent areas, like kind of like extension of the market. Piles of wreckage and debris lined all over the place in here. And these closer knit kind of makes the areas even closer. How do you proceed?
Y'all think this is from the last drow attack, or do you think this is the doing of the Gold Whiskers?
I don't know, but I can send my familiar in front, see if he finds anything.
It's your
Okay.
call. That's your friend.
All right, he's gonna. Gaston's gonna tell the familiar in front of them as they start walking to see if he can
How
find
far in
anything.
front?
About, I'd say about 20 feet.
Okay, so not very far.
No.
It's just a early warning system.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Give me a perception check with your familiar. He gets +5 to perception. Getting a nat freaking 20.
Ooh.
As you guys are traveling onward, you can see a intersection ahead. Wreckage piled along the walls in here. Intersection, kind of like a crossroads of 4 different exits through this chamber. And the owl would notice some movement. Rats moving around in the area.
Just gonna check to it. Okay. Yeah, being told there's rats in front of us, moving around.
Like regular rats or were rats?
They look like
Are
regular
they
rats.
ROUSs?
When Topsy turned into the were rat, was it the size of a regular rat, or was it like
It was
Topsy
just like
size.
it was Topsy size with rat
Okay.
features.
So how does your whole owl thing work? Can you ask it questions? Can you talk to it?
I can talk to it telepathically, yeah.
But you can't see what it sees or anything.
I can if I focus, yeah.
Oh,
It-
okay.
I would say with the nat 20, it would also notice several holes in the wall. Rat-sized holes.
All right.
All over.
Gasmus would focus and see through the allies
Okay.
and put to get more.
Yeah, as you're looking through the
details.
owl's eyes, yeah, you can see these rats scurrying about. Mostly in the piles of refuse.
Okay, there's a bunch of holes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few rats, as he says that out loud. So we should keep an eye out.
So just to be clear, would you say that these are gnome-sized rats or rat-sized rats?
Rat-sized rat, from what I can see.
Gotcha.
They're
Hey,
moving around in pile of debris.
Turvey, what's the relationship between the Gold Whiskers and like rats, man? Or like
Well, it's,
got a
it's
copacetic relationship?
It's
Are they,
probably
like-
pretty good because you
Yeah.
know they're rats.
So we should like not hurt the rats and
Yeah, it's probably. I don't know. I mean, a rat's still a rat. I don't give a rat's ass about a rat, right?
right. So yeah, we probably shouldn't hurt the rats for fear of offending the were-rat people, gnomes.
Yeah, we're just
Gold
gnomes.
Whiskers.
Well, they might be more. I don't know. I don't know about the whole hierarchy and politics.
Yeah. I'm not asking you a lot of questions, man. I know like you got close and then you left. So
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I'm confident that you have told us everything that you know at this point. So we're just gonna
Right.
make some deductions from here. So proceed cautiously.
Well, if the Gold Whiskers have any ability to communicate with or use these rats, this may be an early warning system.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. But I mean, we're not really trying to sneak in on them. It's not like a surprise attack. We came here to talk to them. So whether they know we're here or not.
Precisely, but it is good to know that we know that they know that we know that they know we're here.
I know.
I'm glad someone does.
Also, is Dusk using his Dawn Blade?
No, not
Okay.
currently,
Fair
because that would be walking in with a blazing sword.
enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I think maybe keep weapons sheathed and
Mm-hmm. All right.
Jervy, do you know what a white flag means?
I'm assuming it's a flag that's white.
Is there like does it have any sort of representation? Have you ever heard like somebody waving a white flag?
No,
Okay. All right. That was one more question. I'm sorry.
it's just
All
gonna
right.
get dirty.
Yep. All right. Don't even
You
know
do
why.
have a booming voice, Weller.
You want me to call out to him?
That's one way to demonstrate that we're not ambushing them. But since you are the Gold Whisker, I will leave that to your discretion.
Yeah. Again, the Gold Whiskers just a happy, ironic coincidence. I think maybe one last joke by our buddy Jim Jar. But it's up to you all. If that's the way we want to make our entrance, we can walk ahead and I can announce our intentions. Ask to speak to a supervisor.
All right. Let's go.
Being
Lead the
caught
way.
sneaking.
All right.
Weller leading the way.
Sure.
How
Let's do it.
are you calling out immediately?
I think I would say I want to walk forward a little bit to see if there is some sort of open area, perhaps
There
where my
is
voice
kind of
would
an open
reverberate.
area, yeah.
I swear to God, if you say, "Let me bring you to a map,"
Yeah, it's kind of like I said. It's like an intersection of four. You guys are coming up to it.
okay, then yeah, I'd say I'd walk out in the middle of it, and
As you walk out in the middle of it, Give me a dex save.
Yep. Do. I do have the heroic inspiration from last time.
It goes away on a
that?
long rest.
Oh shit! Really?
I'll let you use it
Okay.
if you want.
Is that just a reroll?
It is just a reroll.
Okay. Let's try that again. A little bit better.
With a 12. As you move in there, hitting a pressure plate beneath all of the wreckage on the ground. I need a constitution saving throw. As darts fly out of those rat-sized holes.
And we thought they were just for rats.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Wow, my rolls are low tonight.
And 2d10. 9 points of poison damage. What are you saying as you're walking out there before you get?
Before I just take all the damage. My friends and I have come to talk to the Gold Whisker clan.
As dart hits you in the neck.
All right. Yep, should have seen that coming.
As several of the rats scurrying about the area turn into gnome-sized rat folk. A voice calls out, "Oh, get him, folks! We got him cornered now." And
Wait.
I will bring you to a map.
Of course.
I saw the smile on his face. We all knew what it meant.
And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, we don't want to kill these guys.
You don't have to.
And we don't want to kill these guys.
So the owl has got its own initiative, right?
It goes after you.
Goes after me, okay.
Ooh, the owl can do things.
Well, kinda.
No, it can give you the help action.
Yeah,
At
they
that
can't
point.
attack. Because it's familiar.
Like how my crappy rolls. And it's a 14.
That's swarms of rats. Still not letting you roll
So-
initiative?
No, yeah, it's a 6 then.
Damn.
Oh, it's a whisper. Still.
Am I still on Whisper? No, I'm on Public.
Yeah.
It's not public.
Oh,
It'll let me get all the way up to the point where it says roll, and then it doesn't do anything.
That's the most important part.
Fun
Yeah,
guy,
right?
fun guy, what do you get?
I whispered an 18 to you.
When?
It's in there. Just
He
above
said-
Weller is Casmus.
He said, trust me.
You must be whispering it to someone else.
I even used the roll 20 thing for rolling initiative. It's definitely an 18. Screen cap.
No, I believe you. It's just weird that I don't see it unless I'm freaking blind right now. But Weller, you are up first. What are you doing?
Pulling a dart out of my neck.
Okay.
What is that thing? Or I'm not supposed to know what that thing is.
That's a
I just
were-rat.
can't tell. Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if it was like part of the debris or if it was a token.
It's hard to tell because it's dark in here.
It's dark.
It's completely bright.
That's actually, I can actually change that for you now, Casmus.
She's perfectly fine.
As Casmus, you do see perfectly fine. Now that I'm doing kind of a token for the camera. Weller, what are you doing? You pull a dart out of your neck as a bunch of
Yeah.
rats turn into were-rats and start... Get him! We got him cornered!
Let me do some dancing lights, light up the area a little bit.
Okay.
And I just want to try to negotiate with them. Say, we're here requesting parlay. We're peaceful. We just want to talk. And then a red alarm started going off.
That's too big. I was trying to find something that's a little playful.
Just heard like the Star Wars alarm sound in the back of my head. as that was
Yeah, I
going
know, right?
You
For
should
the
make
Star Trek,
4 of those.
red
Where are you on?
alert.
I'm thinking just like kind of behind, like those two. Yeah, if we can put one behind as many of them as I can. I don't want to light up
Well, you got
my
4.
group, so I would just keep them like in front of me. Yeah, that one's fine. That one to the south is fine.
There you go.
Yep, perfect.
All right, you cast Dancing Lights and say what again?
That we're requesting a parlay. That we come here in peace. We just want to talk.
Give me a persuasion check. All right.
With a +6, come on.
I know. The rolls, you should have saved that inspiration for that.
Yeah, trust me, I had that thought.
Anything else for Weller? Any movement or otherwise?
I'll stay on my ground. Where I'm
Okay.
at right now.
That will take us to a fun guy.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna more follow suit. I'm going to squeak past Dusk and Rincewind. Like,
Squeak.
squeak, yeah. Past and just join up. Like, whoa, hold on. No one's here for fighting. We're all being cool. Then we'll just say, just for good measure, I'll take the dodge action on top of
Okay.
what I was just calling out.
I'll say give me a persuasion at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Not bad.
Surprisingly.
Anything else for fun guy?
No.
As one of the were-rats calls out, "Alright, then drop your shit before we blast you with the crossbows," as they all aim crossbows at Fungi.
And I'll use my reaction to comply.
You drop your
If I can.
shit?
Drop. Hands up.
Are you dropping your equipment?
Well, I mean, my backpack's on my back, let's say, but I dropped my shield and my staff.
Hey, we want all your stuff.
What do you want my stuff for? I dropped my weapon.
That guy did warn us they were going to take our shit.
Yeah.
I don't have anything good, just a couple of
They're gonna shoot Fungi.
mushrooms. Oh boy.
I'm not so sure that was a warning so much as a declaration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a 22 on its first attack.
That'll hit.
Take 4 of these.
Do I mean, I'm still taking dodge.
They're
Does he still
at
do anything?
disadvantage. Yeah, the other 3 miss. Getting a 12, nat 1, and a 10. You only get hit by 1. Oh, of course you get that little fun thing. It doesn't like these were-rats.
DM's got hacks.
Look at the code.
He's using
not
console
great.
commands.
You take 10 points of piercing damage. We said drop it! All of it! Taking us to Casmus.
He's gonna sigh, and he's going to attack the two that are closest to him. So this one.
That's a pile of
And this
rats.
That's a pile of rats?
Those are piles of rats.
Okay, well, then the two closest would probably. This one you can't see it.
Pile of rats.
Okay, and he's gonna attack this one and this one that he can easily see.
Okay.
As they attack the fun guy. So let's see, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch blasting.
So first one. Not 20.
At 20 will hit the first one.
For 10.
Ooh.
Did it? That,
It did not because you gotta toggle
it
it,
did.
on.
It,
It's a plus 5,
no,
so
it
15.
it is toggled on.
Oh, it did. Okay, yeah, I got you. 10.
It did.
10 as you blast that
Uh,
guy up there, he gets blasted back into the pile of refuse.
And they suck the other one. For 15.
15 does hit. He takes
11.
11 points of damage.
And the owl is gonna fly. How much movement does he got? 60 feet, I think, for flying.
We can move like 60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet fly.
Yeah.
He's gonna move back all the way down here, and that'll be it.
Okay. That will take us to dusk.
Oh. All right. Dusk is going to move forward. Move up here. And well, I guess we're committed. He will unarmed strike the pile of rats.
Okay.
Doing
Hit that
like a
pile of
sweeping
rats.
kick.
Yeah. Good old fashioned pile of rats.
Where's... Oh, that's weird.
What'd they do this time?
Hold on, let me toggle off martial arts and toggle it back on. There it is. That was weird. All right, he'll do like a low spinning kick at them.
All right.
Getting a 15.
15 will hit this pile of rats.
For 9 points of force damage.
Okay. As you forcefully kick a bunch of rats, as a bunch of them just kind of go flying.
He feels really silly doing this, but he'll
That's what you were born for.
follow through. Well, I might snack on one. I don't know. Follow through with another spinning kick at them.
Okay.
Getting a 13 to hit.
13 also hits.
I mean, they're rats.
They're rat.
A pile of them for 11 points of damage, as
For 11
most
points.
of the pile of rats is gone. There's only like 4 or 5 in the pile.
Well, let's get rid of the last one's bonus
Okay.
action. For a 20, dirty 20.
That will hit.
For 9 points of force.
As you smash all the rats.
And no, that would be overkill. All right, and then Weller's already been hit. I guess stay where I am. That's
Okay.
all.
That will take us to the armored were-rat as he rushes forward to Dusk. As I put him under a token. Rushing towards Dusk, he's like, "Alright, get in there!" As the rats all charge towards and pile on. This guy scampers down, climbing down, surrounding you. And then he pulls out a rapier and tries to thrust it towards you. Getting a 9 to hit.
Just sort of palm it to the side.
Tries one more time. Getting a 19 to hit.
That is a miss.
That's all he could do.
Shouldn't have given me that +1 to arm class.
Yep. Hey, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
You should have dropped your stuff. Taking us to the swarms of rats as one of them piles on to Casmus. More rat's gonna try to bite Casmus. Casmus got an 8 to hit
Misses. Just steps back.
as they just swarm on you. That'll take us to Rincewind.
Swin will just kind of dip his head and kind of shake his head back and forth like, oh man. And then I'll grasp my amulet and I'll breathe in and I'll bring up Twilight Sanctuary. Center it
Okay.
on myself. And then I'm gonna stay right where I'm at and end my turn there.
As everything gets a little bit lighter in here too.
Yeah. Let's see.
There you go. You guys can see a little bit. Let's go ahead and roll that Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
D6 plus 3.
Yeah. I think it's in features.
It is. It's also under your actions if you scroll down past your attacks and stuff.
Uh-huh. There you are. Oop.
That'll take us to Weller as Casmus, and Casmus gets 6 temporary hit points. Weller, what are you doing? Surrounded by rats.
I'm just going to reiterate. Listen, it doesn't have to go this way. And then I'm going to swing out at the one in front of me.
Okay.
Let's do the old.
When you say in front of-
mall,
Left or north?
What?
North.
that one.
Gotcha. Bring in the mall.
Let's hopefully bring the hurt.
Yeah. You're gonna take him shopping. 19 will hit.
All right.
Ooh. Making sure it's all there. Yeah. For minimum 14 points of damage, you smash into him. He's gonna make a saving throw. Let's see if it'll let him make a saving throw. It does. Doesn't like their damage attack. Yeah, as you topple him over. Aye!
He just says, "Hey," as he falls.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not fair.
Let me do a extra attack. And extra attack, I can change target, or it has to be the same
Absolutely.
target? Okay, that's what I thought. Let me go ahead and swing out at the one to my left.
Okay. Swing away.
Back to combat. Let's do a little maul.
24 definitely hits.
Let's do a little damage.
For 15 points of damage. As he also is not toppled. He holds firm. Oh, you can't trip me like that.
Yeah,
Put your legs in the ground, idiot.
you say that now. And that will be it for me this turn.
That'll take us to Fungi.
Does it require an action to pick up my staff and shield?
You can pick up one of them for a freeze. Item interaction.
All right.
Like equip.
All right, then I will pick up and equip my staff.
Okay.
Activate the shillelagh,
All right.
and yeah, let's go for jerk already on his ass,
Okay.
and I get an advantage because he's
Because he's
on his butt,
prone.
right?
He got knocked over. Nat frickin' 20.
That hits no matter how you cut it.
Wait, that only rolled 1. Why did that only roll 1?
Just roll a d8 or d10,
Yeah,
whatever
no.
it is now.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, hold on. I hit the damage thing again. I should have done that. It was a 7. You can just subtract 7 as a modifier that I have. So
Okay, so
8 plus
15. As you crunch into his chest, starts gurgling blood. Oh, this sweet life, it likes me now. As he gasps his last breath.
trying to be nice to you guys.
I killed Little Bum.
You shot me.
Anything else for Fungi?
No, that's it.
All right. That will take us to the were-rats as they maneuver around Weller to get to Fungi. All of them piling on. I don't mess with us. And they all stab out with their short swords. Getting a 16, a 19, a 22, 25, a 26, and another 26.
Well, everybody with the 16.
Hex!
They have pack tactics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
This
6.
one, this one you said he moved from here to here
Yeah,
into range.
that's true. Yeah,
So
he was
as
he was
moved
the
to
16
range,
and the
I get
19.
opportunity on him.
Absolutely. $25 will hit him.
Not an opportunity, but you know what I mean. The move
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Your reaction attack for 16 points of damage as you just conk through his face.
And I mean, oh, okay, sorry. Good. Doesn't matter.
Oh, he killed Fredler! As
I was waiting for it.
you guys are gonna get to see all this stuff. The first two you take 3 and 8 points of damage, or 3 and 7 points of damage. The last guy enraged that you killed Fredler as well. You take 12 and 4 points of damage as they stab into you.
Which attacks were Fredler's?
Fredler's dead. He was
I know.
the first one, the 16 and the 19.
Okay.
I just go from left to right. Ending the were-rats' turns, taking us to Casmus. Rats
debating.
swarming all over you. You're technically in your
So-
square.
We're gonna do a hypnotic pattern so that all of them are engulfed, so that the were rats also have to do a wisdom check.
So it will hit your friends.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is
So,
like, that's fine. They don't get a vote.
so Weller, Fungi, and Dusk. I need wisdom saves.
Since I'm doing a save, because I forgot that I have that blessing that gives me a permanent +1 to
Permanent
saves, right?
+1 to saves.
Okay, so I just need to mentally add 1 to whatever I roll.
Yeah, I forgot to do it this week.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't do it on the Constitution.
Ooh, I fail.
Ooh.
Wisdom. 7.
As long as the whereas the fail, that's good.
As Fungi is the only one who succeeds. As the rest of you guys see pretty colors.
And then he's gonna say to Fungi and Rincewind, don't attack the were-rats.
As they're all just kind of, aye, what's all this then? No, those colors ain't right.
And for that turn, that'll be it, because I couldn't do any more action.
That'll take us to Dusk, who also failed.
Mm. I believe at the end of my turn, I can use Twilight Sanctuary to end the charm condition,
Yeah,
right?
true.
This is correct.
So he'll snap out of it. And because it's either that or the temporary hit points,
Correct.
right? Right.
As Fungi would get 6 temporary hit points at the end of his turn too, before I forget. As would Weller.
Well,
That's it for Dusk then.
yeah.
Taking us to the swarm of rats. Enraged. They're gonna swarm on Casmus. Casmus getting a 17 to hit.
It hits.
As you take 8 points of piercing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. Yeah, you are good. As these rats are just kind of nibbling on you. A lot of them are. Taking us to Rincewind.
Okay. So Rincewind will kind of see those rats gnawing on Casmus, and he'll pull out his short sword and try to swipe the rats away with the pointy end.
Okay. Give him the pointy end. As a couple of the were-rats would kind of call out. Hey, that hits.
Oh, whoa! Woo!
They're just
Thank
rats,
goodness
mate.
for that.
Just don't roll in that one.
Right. Okay. Good deal. So I'm gonna do that.
Alright. It doesn't seem quite as effective as there's so many of them.
And can I roll the force damage or the?
Oh, you're doing your blink thing?
True strike?
Then it will do the true strike damage. Yes.
Okay.
And it will
let's
do
see.
that will do the right damage. As it seems the light attracts them to your blade.
For some reason, I rolled 3 dice there. I don't know exactly
It
why.
should just
So
be
it's
a
just
D6. So it'll just be 4
Yeah,
more.
they're 4.
As that is still enough to end the rats. As you just like expertly whirl your blade around Casmus, killing all the rats around him.
And then kind of use my bonus action to brush off his shoulders a little bit, and make sure there isn't any fur or anything left over.
Thanks.
There you go, bud.
Fair enough.
And I'll end my turn right there.
Weller? Well, I guess roll another Twilight Sanctuary, Rincewind.
Right. Okay.
As Weller, you do not get temporary hit points this turn. You get the Frightened condition removed, or the Charm condition removed.
Getting better.
Which will take us to Fungi. Are you guys... Well, here's a question. Are you guys going to try to hurt these guys?
Planning on doing it this round.
Not if they're not being hostile to us at the moment.
No, they're just like, alright, we're doing something. don't know. Yeah, they're gonna start running. Do they think Hypnotic Pattern they can still move, or are they incapacitated and...
They're incapacitated. They can't move.
Well, incapacitated can still move now. Or is it
It
stunned?
says they got no movement.
And their speed is 0. Gotcha. So yeah, they're just like, oi. Oi, Dan. Oh, no. Eh, oh, you lot are stupid. Where'd you go? Pretty much you have your run of whatever you want to do with them for a minute.
It's a minute.
Shall we tie them up?
What are you guys doing in this
Oh, I
minute?
got one in mind.
Caspers would probably like try to scare them, saying like, "This is just a taste of what we can do. We came in peace. We don't want to hurt you more."
How dare you attack the one
Oh, I
true
think I hear a
Golden
voice
Whisker?
somewhere. I don't know what they're saying though. It just sounds like me, 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 rah, rah, rah. As they don't hear or see shit. They're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe tie him up.
Well, I got something fun I kind of want to do to them. Can Fungi's gonna move away? Like I assume they can't do one.
Yeah, we don't even, we can get
Are
out
we
of the
committing
initiative.
war crimes?
Oh, I was gonna do one more thing to them.
You could still do things.
Or yeah, well, let me just tell what Duskin and Weller to step over here, out of the way.
Oh no.
Okay.
I want to hit these shifted creatures with a moonbeam.
Wait a minute. You want to burn them with radiant light?
No. I want to. Well, it's gonna hit them a little bit, but more importantly,
Well, that'll just make them transform into what they already are.
yeah, I want to see what happens if we take away and make them think that we've taken away their curse.
Well, no, it turns them into
Yeah, it reveals them for what they really are.
Yeah.
So are they more gnome or more were-rat?
Yeah, I figured the were-rat form isn't their true form. It's whatever that's their cursed form.
Let's
Are
tie
they
him up.
rats or are they gnomes?
Let's tie him up, and I can break the concentration
Yeah, what if we
once they're tied up.
tie him up and then moonbeam them if you want to?
Okay, we can do that.
If you like,
We could
Torture.
start peeling off fingernails if you want to as well, you know.
You know,
Want some
I tried
bamboo
to
shoots.
surrender nicely and they shot me, so.
That is fair. Hey, I got a dart in the neck.
Hand me the rope.
unless you guys are debating tying them up or burning them with moonbeam, that's gonna be where we're gonna take our little 5-10 minute break.
Why not both?
Why
Oh,
not?
I need a
both?
beverage.
But yeah, we'll take our little 5-10 minute here, folks. As there's a couple of were-rats hypnotized at the moment, giving them the group an opportunity to do some shenanigans, possibly. But stick around. We'll be back soonish. About 5 or 10. See you. All right, folks. Well, welcome back. And last we left off, our troop ventured into the Gold Whisker Warrens and, well, found some of the Gold Whiskers who wanted to take your shit and, well, possibly murder you. You're not sure exactly, but they definitely attacked you and tried to take your stuff. But killing 2 of them pretty quickly, as well as their swarms of rats, Casmus had made a spell that caused 2 of them to be incapacitated. Yes, Fredler is dead. But in this moment, you guys are discussing what to do with them. You have about like 45 or so seconds to decide what to do in this darkened space.
I think we said tie him up, and Caspus Gadis is gonna.
Well,
break
hang on.
concentration.
As you guys are about to talk, like going over to tie him up, Turvio like, oh, if we want to make friends, right? Just take their weapons and you know, I'll show them I'm aware of it too. Tell them we want to
I mean-
talk, like for sure. Tell
We
me-
can do
Alright.
that then. Let's take their weapons.
Can we tie their feet up at least? I mean,
Sure, yeah.
they might still run.
I mean, they can turn into rats. I didn't know I could do that. But yeah, tie their feet up, that's fine.
All right, we tie them their feet up and we take their weapons.
I think Turvey was suggesting we hog tie him.
Well, I mean, just be ready to stab them, you know.
No, I'm joking. We'll tie their feet up and take their weapons. That's fine.
Alright. As Turvey kind of like starts scratching himself, as fur just kind of pops up on his arms, and he turns and shapeshifts into a rat-like humanoid.
Hey, Turvey, you still in there?
Well, I'm still in here. I just, we got problems. Instincts are saying to take their shit and stab them, but it's okay. I won't.
Well, you can have their shit. We're taking it off of them.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah,
You're our guy.
sure.
We're fine with you taking shit.
You've
We
got
just
my
don't want
back.
our shit taken.
I won't take your shit unless you did.
That's fair.
Does Chasmus drop the...
As soon as they're tied up and they don't have any weapons, yeah, he would just snap his finger and break
Okay.
the pattern.
As you drop it, Willem just kind of calls out. The leader amongst them, like, kind of rubbing his head. Hey, what's with my feet? Hey, what's the big... Oh, it's you guys. I thought it was a dream. There were all these weird colors. Shit. He reaches for his sword and then kind of trips over on himself. Turvey like, it's alright. We're fine. We've come to talk. I'm like you. And kind of gestures to the group like, that's all I got.
Weller just like slaps him on the back. That's all I wanted from you, man. That was the whole time. That's all I needed.
Look, we didn't want to attack any of you guys.
We
us
started it. Well, we... Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't attack. We defended. I got shot in the neck.
Well, nobody shot you. That was just a trap.
Well, yeah,
that
but I mean,
shot.
still, like, if you had let me finish before the dart hit my neck, I would have said we were just coming to talk. Matter of fact, I did say we were just coming to talk, and y'all said, give us your shit, and then stabbed my friend here.
Yeah, but you're Drow, and Drow usually want to take our shit. And also, there's a bunch of weirdos with you, like, whatever that guy is, kind of points to Dusk over there. You got a mushroom guy, he's not a Myconid. And then you got a weird white elf, is he a different kind of Drow? But he's got a tail. I don't know. And then a flump and a... Oh, that guy's a Myconid back there. Pointing to Rumpedump. And a
Yes.
weird bat. So, obviously, no one's going to trust you when you say, like, hey, we don't... You're a bunch of weirdos.
Right, except there was the whole part where we didn't have weapons drawn, you know?
Well, we're on guard, alright? We're doing our job.
Listen, I got 2 questions for you.
What?
What's your name? Let's start with that.
Captain Shaker.
Captain Shaker. Are you the person that we need to talk to?
Hey,
And before you answer that, if you're the person that we need to talk to, you'll know you're the person that we need to talk to. So in other words, if you got anybody that you answer to,
yeah, I mean,
That's
we
the
all
person we need to
got
talk to.
somebody to answer to. Kind of
Mhm.
scratches his head.
And take us to the one you answer to.
All right, but no funny business, eh?
If you don't do any funny business, we won't do any funny business.
We got hundreds in the Warrens.
And you all will be the first to die if we are attacked.
Well, I'm just saying, is it not like a threat? Just like, hey, there's hundreds of us in case you do
Right.
kill us, and then
Yeah,
then mutual destruction.
I got you. We appreciate the census data. Let's get to walking. And maybe well. All right. Listen, we're sorry about the 2 guys we killed. Specifically Fredler. We actually had a message for him from one of his buddies from the outside, but we didn't think the story was real. You know what? It's too much to go into. Sorry about killing those 2. We did say that we didn't want to, and we tried not to.
Yeah, they were kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie. Now I get all the stuff.
I tell you what, we'll carry their stuff for you along with your stuff that we'll give back to you because we're not interested in your stuff.
Alright, no, just shove them under the refuse pile. We'll get it later.
All right. Fair
What's
enough.
this will carry? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Yeah, it's called my bag of holding.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, we got 2 bags.
You don't want to be walking in with dead bodies. Just shove them here. I'll get the stuff later. Hey, guys, that's my stuff. I claim it. The other 2 were-rats are like, oh, alright. Yeah, it's fine, boss. Whatever. Can we get some of it? Maybe.
All right, El Capitan.
Lead the way.
Take us to your leader.
As he starts untying the rope on his legs. Yeah, let me get this off real quick. As he actually goes to start chewing the rope off.
Hang on, don't chew through the rope.
Hey,
we want that rope. If we have an agreement, I'll untie you.
Well, my incisors need a little bit of work done, and it's just good chewing.
Oh, we need that rope.
Alright, well, you're the ones
Also,
who
isn't-
tied me up with it. At least
Isn't
my
that
legs.
rope like strong?
It is. Alright, well, fine. I'll start untying, and they all kind of start untying. Alright, it'll take you. Gotta get past a few refuse piles, but, yeah.
Also, you don't have any comments for the fact that we've got where we got one of you guys with us? Like, no questions, we're just glossing over that.
Didn't want to point it out, but, I mean, did they let you...
We can talk on the go. Let's walk and talk.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Did they let him in there fine? He's not. It wasn't like that before.
Right.
Are you ashamed of your rattiness? Terry just... No, I'm just, you know, newer to the whole thing. Hello is a gift. You gotta like it. I guess, I don't know. Who's the boss now? Oh, it's Chipgrin. Oh, I know Chipgrin. He's, my old mate. And he Turvey kind of turns to you all. We'll be fine. Chipgrin, he's alright. Lad, right? Is he still alright? He's alright. Yeah. As Turvey,
wonderful.
Turvey seems
We're all right.
not unhappy about Chipgrin.
All right, that's a good sign.
But as the leading you further into the Warrens, large cave with a foul stench as you approach. Chamber looks like it might have been a residential area. Homes dug into the walls at various heights, but no one dwells here now. A large pile of refuse dominates the cave. Looks like it contains decomposing matter. Looks like a couple of partially digested gnome corpses.
That's gonna hurt negotiations, I would imagine.
We'll see.
Hey, El Capitano,
Yeah.
you guys feed on the other gnomes of Blingenstone?
Oh, no, we didn't do that. There was some oozes. Oh, they did that. It just
Oh, thank God.
happens.
All right.
Yeah, we don't usually kill everyone. But, you know,
Yeah,
we were
you're
attacked
right.
first.
No, it's all right. You weren't very good at it.
Yeah. Alright, we get past this place. It's kind of just a pile for keeping later, maybe. I don't know. We sort through it somewhat. But heading past this cavern, you can see an area where a small crowd is gathered. All were-rats. All rattiness forms shown. Actually, you know what? Take that back. Some of them are more deep known, but still rat-like features, kind of like how Turvy looks most of the time. But you would see the largest among them, burly, a fellow, maybe standing like 7 or so inches taller, so he might be like 3.5 to 4 feet tall, smiling out with jagged buck teeth. All right, peace. Big were-rat takes another step forward, arms extended, hands open. Chipgrin's the name. I'm chief of the Gold Whisker clan. You came to talk, right?
We did.
Came to talk.
You see Chipgrin. Right.
Oh, he's cute.
It actually is.
In a were-rat kind of
Cool
way.
picture.
As you would see, there's probably about like 40 or 50 here. We're missing some lads. What happened?
Oh, yeah, they're dead.
They attack you first. You didn't give them
They
any
did
shit,
attack
did
us
you?
first.
No, actually, we gave them the opposite of shit. They wanted our shit. We didn't give it to them. And we opened the conversation with, we don't want to do this. We don't want to hurt you. And then we ended up having to hurt them.
As Chipgrin kind of turns to look at all the others. Alright, lads. We're just gonna have a chat with these strangers. As he kind of turns to look back towards you. Tabby? Shit. We're gonna have a talk, folks. Everybody sits tight. Go about your lives. Get some good pickings. We'll be back. Gonna take him to the rise. We'll have a chat. He just gives a nod towards you all and a specific nod towards Turvy. Up this way. It leads you past all of these people that just kind of stare at you. You hear this chittering and whispering amongst them. To an area, some stairs at the edge of this place, leading to the top of a rise, like this plateau overlooking that area. In silence, like, he might occasionally like, hey, it's alright, it's fine. Not gonna murder you. If we wanted to, you'd just be pushed off. But coming to the top of the rise, the floor is covered with a soft and well-manicured carpet of green moss. This were-rat chief goes and sits on a stone chair flanked by 2 giant rats. Draped over the chair's back is a large badger pelt. Well, as he kind of leans back. Alright, let's get down to brass hobnails then. He was sent by the Digomatics because they want us out, right?
If only it was that easy.
Well, they might get their wish soon enough, but in a way they ain't likely to cheer about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, all these oozes and shit.
Yeah, there might be a way where you both can help each other out, and they might leave you alone.
Maybe.
They
We
talked about asking you guys to help them with the oozes.
always
In
help
exchange, they would
them.
leave you alone.
They'd leave us alone. Fat chance I'd see it when it happens, right? Heck, we were getting ready to probably thinking about shoving off.
Then going where?
Well, I don't know. Although I've heard rumors, things are weird out there.
You have no idea.
We'll say, all those oozes, fucking, I know the fucker who, controlling this shit. At least I think he is. I remember him from when we worked in the tunnels together. My kin saw him when he returned. I know who he is, what he's doing. Most of all, where he can be found. Heck, the bargaining tool, if you and the Digomatics won't, I can take you straight to him. I think he even, we call him the Pudding King. Looks all droopy lately.
You gotta be kidding me.
What?
He's called the Pudding King.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what we called him, because they said he looked like pudding.
Yeah, fair enough.
What happened to him? Why does he look like pudding?
I don't know. I mean, I might know, but... Can't say anything more until we've had a meeting with the Digomatics.
Okay.
If I catch a whiff of foul play, though, might be doing some murdering.
You can
Well-
you can help us get rid of those zoos. Do a lot of murdering on those zoos.
Help you, I don't even know you.
Listen, we don't necessarily have a dog in this fight either way as of yet. But in the spirit of transparency, you should know the Diggermatics, it's two of them, right?
Yeah, I remember him.
All right. Well, one of them kind of wants you wiped out of existence. He's not a fan.
Makes sense.
But the other
Hey.
one,
I noticed when you talking there, sorry, we're not trying to interrupt, but yeah, your lips were moving and that glorious mustache was moving along with it. How'd you manage that one?
it's a long story. Let's just say it's a gift from an old friend.
What a gift.
Thought you might like it.
It's intriguing. It's also shiny. It's
It
just out of
doesn't
just
come
under your
off.
eyes. I know gold when I see it. Yeah. But hey, you haven't seen any of them gnomes acting weird. The Seviv Nibbling, not my guys, not the gold whiskers. We're perfectly normal. But you haven't seen anyone acting weird, huh?
Come on. Come on. You can't honestly think that you guys are perfectly normal. Number one, nobody's perfectly normal.
Hey, no, I just mean like, little greed
Like,
and...
you guys aren't acting like strange.
No, this is just how we are, mate. We've got,
Yeah.
We've been attacked more times than you know by those Digimatics and their kind.
Well, that's what I was getting at. There is one that thinks that there could be a truce, a peace between you all.
Well, they want us out, we know that. There's a peace, we gotta stay where we're at.
Well, at least one of them might be open to the discussion. So
Treat us
I'm
as
saying-
equals.
I'm saying we can take whatever message we need to back to them. We can talk to them, but I just don't want you walking in there unprepared when there's a guy that, you know, wants you done away with. Just trying to make sure that, again, in the spirit of transparency, you know what's going on here.
Yeah, I'll get all that. Tevi. Where you been, mate? As Turvey will kind of shift out of his were-at form into his normal Severf Nebulin form. I just been, you know, around. Got captured by some drow. Met these folks. We escaped prison. You know, we did some swimming through the Dark Lake to a shitty dwarven city, and then Neverlight Grove, and then we came back. We were trying to get back here. Right, but where'd you go, mate? We were gonna initiate you and your sister. Then you all dipped on us. What happened? Oh, we got scared. I'm not gonna lie. You got nothing to be scared about. What, like, isn't there... You know... Oh, you guys get very ratty. Yeah, that's part of the joys. Right. Yeah, it's not all bad, I'm not gonna lie. There were a lot of things that should have killed me, but didn't. Yeah, that's one of the perks. You get used to it after a while. What do you say you stick around some more, Tavi, and we'll finish your initiation? Turvey kind of looks to you guys. I think when I get back, I made a promise to help my mates. They want up out of the Underdark. They're not all from here. They want up. Maybe when I come back, be nice to have a home again. Alright, I can understand that. Well, it's good, good you made it. Take it your sister didn't. Terry just kind of looks on the ground. Sorry. Now, back to... Where were we? Yeah. Get a meeting with the Digimatics. Maybe you lot can, help them sway towards our point of view, eh?
And what exactly is your point of view?
We live here.
Right.
Also, we've got information on this, Pudding King.
We heard that you could get to the Pudding Court through these wardens, through this area.
Yeah, sure could.
We've also been tasked with doing a bit of reconnaissance, but I'm assuming, by the way you said that you're not going to share any sort of information with us as far as passages or routes or...
Not until we've secured our meeting, no.
Okay. Well, I think as one of my compatriots said, you know, they might be... Really what we're taking back to them is Hey, Chipgrin said they want to stay here.
That's right.
That's not really a bargaining chip. I think they're looking for help with the Pudding King, the Pudding Court.
Well, we got information. What do you want?
Well, I think they might be looking to bolster their numbers. Would you fight alongside your brethren if it was against a common enemy?
It's a win-win situation. You both of you and the Diggermatic are getting rid of those Zeus's that caused trouble.
Both you guys give me persuasion checks.
Persuasion 12.
Oh, thank God. I finally
Weller
got
with
to
a
check that
nat frickin' 20. Alright. Yeah. You know, you make a lot of sense for a shitty drab. It's probably all that, you don't have a gold tongue, you got a gold stash.
It's my best feature.
You're not wrong. But hey, your mates of, Davy, so... Yeah. We could be mates too. Whatever it takes to get the meeting. Get it done. We'll discuss all that and more when we meet. I'd like you lot to be there.
We'll be there.
Good.
I have a feeling we don't have a choice in the matter.
You always have a choice, mate. Just telling you what I'd like. You don't have to be there if you don't wanna.
That's all right. We just have a tendency of getting embroiled in politics everywhere we go. But hey, maybe that means we're good at it.
Or really bad.
Yeah, could be that too. All right. We'll take your message back.
Be sure to keep out an eye for folk that look like you. If you come back again.
Yeah, we really don't want to reduce your numbers. Like we don't want to hurt you guys. So
Good. Altavia, it was good seeing you. Hopefully he'll come back to us. Lonely at the top. What? We'll get on out of here. We'll, get some mates together for meeting ready. Make sure you dangle the Pudding King, you know. Wait for the big talks, though. Just let them know we're willing to meet. And let them know that we've got things to offer too, but we want rights. Right?
all right. We'll let them know.
Alright then. Do you need an escort? I'll have someone escort you out. There's a lot of traps along the way. Wouldn't want you to get tumble down into some spikes and never be seen again.
Or a dart in the neck.
That'd be appreciated.
No, it's the spikes you gotta worry about. You got lucky with the dart.
Didn't feel lucky. But I understand.
Or the collapsing ceilings. Yeah, we'll send someone with you. Take you out of there.
Chipgrin, been a pleasure. Keep on grinning.
Gives a cheesy smile. What do I do best, mate? We go tell him what for. And he'll have someone escort you out of the Gold Whisker Warrens quite easily. Just takes a few minutes. You can hear in the distance as you're leaving, he's kind of rousing the troops to the possibility of a slight reunification. But arriving at the gate, the were-rat who was with you. Alright, yeah, I'll just be right here for when you guys come back, huh?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
As he shrinks down into a mouse, or a rat. Squeaks into a little hole in the wall.
We're back. You can open the door.
Oh, right. As the door opens up back into Blingdenstone proper, into the market. Still almost just as busy as it was when you left.
Was that guard still there?
Yep. Did you get bit?
No, we didn't get bit. You were right about them trying to take our shit. But also,
Told you so.
I didn't think Fredler was real.
No, I made it up, mate.
No,
You killed a
it's
guy
real.
named Fredler.
Just call it a coincidence. What? You killed a guy?
Well, not a guy. He was a were-rat, but yeah.
Oh, I said, like, yeah, they're not people, too.
I didn't mean it that way.
I was just, I got, we're on the same page.
We're not. I'm not agreeing with that. All right, we're going to go. Just wanted to mention the Fredler thing to you.
Did you guys get bit?
We're walking away.
No, you gotta tell me if you got bit.
Nope. Bye. Have a good day.
Kind of hear him mutter, I bet one of them got bit. We should keep an eye on him.
All right.
Meanwhile, Weller's going, oh god, they're going to cancel me.
Let's go to the digger mat.
All right.
That guy wasn't wearing like a hat that said "Make Blingdenstone Great Again," right?
Oh boy. No.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
Oh.
Knowledge isn't readily available. They don't know about were-rats. They just think that they're all bad people. Once you know. But yeah, you guys, anything you want to do in the market or otherwise? Or are you heading straight to the Diggermatics, to the palace?
Anybody need a shopping montage, or do we just go relay the information?
Let's just go to the diggermatic.
We'll wait for the other shoe to drop.
Well, I don't think we have anything to buy.
Nope.
Fair enough. As you cross through Blingdenstone to the Diggermatic Hall, this palace, it is just as bustling as you arrived yesterday. At the top and the back of the room is that desk where both her name's Senni and
Sure.
no, Senni, Senni. I always forget the guy's name. Dorbo. I don't think he ever introduced himself. That's probably why. He was doing most talking though. But as you arrive in the hall, gets to light whispers as these about 24 or so Severfnibelin all kind of staring up at you. Dorbo kind of stand up. All right then. Did you give us some scouting issues? What you got to report? Working on Operation Who's There or Operation Exterminate?
Well,
Exterminate?
just shrugs. Hey, I talked to the Gold Whiskers. Somebody else take the lead here.
Right. They're asking for an audience, you guys, to talk about.
What's there to
the
talk about?
situation.
Well, maybe they want to be friends. Do they want to be friends?
It depends on what you guys are gonna say to them.
Well, I'm okay with talking with him. You talk him out of leaving.
Well, I wouldn't lead with exterminate if I were you. Just saying.
Yeah, they didn't seem to.
It was a
evil as-
question mark. Well, but
They're
it does
they're
kind
not
of
as
imply
evil
that.
as you put them to be.
See, I told you that they're just like us. They just want a home, right? They just want a home, right? As kind of turns to you guys.
Exactly.
See,
So here's the situation. Dusk will sort of chime up after, playing tennis between the exchanges. The Gold Whiskers have information about who or what is controlling your puddings.
Operation Who's There?
Yes. They're willing to share this information, which may lead to a resolution, but they want a peaceful coexistence, an alliance. They like stuff. You have stuff. You like stuff. You could trade stuff with each other instead of stealing stuff from each other. And wouldn't it be great to have a force of were-rats defending Blingdenstone the next time the drow come calling? You want to keep your city, don't you? They want a peaceful existence. So do you. I don't see a conflict.
As you're saying this, Senny sister just looks eager. As Dorbo just kind of has this puzzling look on his face, stroking his non-existent beard.
Unless you want the drow back.
Give me a persuasion at advantage.
Oh, I'm not.
I know it's not your strong suit.
Getting a 10.
All right. Middling. Well, you did make some good points. I mean, that's what I was saying. We'll talk. I ain't promising nothing else. Could use the information, though.
They also wanted us to be there during the talk.
Well,
If
yeah,
that's
of
not a
course. You
problem.
guys are brokering the deal. You gotta be there. That's how it works. Alright? Yeah.
So where do you propose this meeting take place? Is
In the-
there any ground that it is truly neutral?
Not in Blingdenstone. The market's right at the edge of their place. I'm not going in the Warrens. That's just asking for murder.
So the market?
Yeah, the market. We'll make a show of it, why not? It's
Yeah,
a big
that could
enough
be fair.
space. Yeah, the market will be fine. We'll assure them that we're not going to murder them.
That's
That's
a
reasonable.
good first step.
You would hear Dorbo just say, "Yet." I'm just joking. Listen, I don't want to murder them either. I just wanted them gone. But And we'll talk with them about it all right?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is they did kind of mention having plans of going, but
Well,
that
there you
leaves the-
go.
yeah, but that leaves the pudding problem for you to handle on your own.
Yeah, the pudding problem. Operation Ooze there.
Yeah, just stick that feather in your cap for when you show up and talk.
Hey, did you find out who's there? While you were at it?
Yeah, the Pudding King.
Of course it makes sense. He's a pudding... How do you know his name's the Pudding King?
That's less of a name and more of a title, but that's all we got. The God, I forgot his name already. I wanted to say Grin Rat. What the hell is Grin something?
Chipgrin.
Chip Grin. Chip Grin, the leader of the Gold Whiskers, gave us that bit of information at least. So it seems like they are knowledgeable. Probably have more to share.
Are they in league with the Oozes?
No.
Doesn't seem that way. Seems like a
No.
common enemy.
Alright. Tell them we'll meet them in the market when they're ready. We'll head that way. Get our papers ready. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll be ready in the market. Thank you for doing this. If I know my brother's too much of an idiot to say thanks, but I'm not, so thank you. You're not even from here. Helping us out. And she kind of just like elbows Dorbo. Oh. Thank you.
It's kind of what we do.
Happy, sis? Yeah.
All right. And we'll see you guys in the market.
Alright, I'll be there.
Nod respectfully and start heading back to the Cold Whiskers.
Alright. With all this back and forth, we don't have to like go through all that. You guys go tell Chipgrin that they're willing to see him, and he'll go with you guys. He'll go alone. With you guys to the market.
Weller is, when we go back to the gate, is noticeably avoiding eye contact with that one guard.
Fair enough. As you would see, he's checking you guys over for bites. Like, I don't think they got bit. Yeah, go on through. Bet they're gonna get bit this time. But as you guys do kind of go back and forth, when you arrive back at the market, some makeshift tables have been kind of put together right outside the gate. So it's like, as close to the rat warren as possible. And several chairs are lined up of all different makes, and they're all too small for you guys as well. But they do have seats for you there. A total of like 14 chairs. As Chipgrin, as soon as he enters the market. Well, well, well. Old stomping grounds. Feels like you still got the good cheese here, eh? Dorbo just kind of rolls his eyes and he's like, yes, would you like some? Or we can go get us some cheese for snacking for the, and some bread too. Some of the mushy bread. That's more like it. As he takes, like, the center of one side of the table is Senny and Dorbo, along with, like, 5 other individuals are on the other side. Just kind of all there with notes sprawled out. Both kind of, like, waiting for the other one to start. And eventually, Seni will kind of take the lead. So we don't want you. We were told you have information that could help us with Project Ooze there, with the oozes, and that you could well, I don't know, possibly stay here with us, united as a front to get rid of the oozes, and then we all have our homes here. That seems right. And Dorbo just like, or if you want it after you help us, you're free to leave. Seni just kind of shakes her head. No, Dorbo, we're negotiating. Tripgrin will grin as the cheese arrives. Takes a big handful and just starts chewing on a big hunk of cheese. Yeah, we got information. Now, if we're helping you, we want to stay. It's our home too. We're from here. Blingdenstone is our home as much as it is yours. We have a right to it. Now we've tit for tat. Killed some of ours, killed some of yours. Enough of that killing, right? Oozes have killed some of each of us. I'm sure they've killed some of yours. I happen to know a little bit of information about, as he kind of smiles, Ooze there. I called him the Pudding King. They said his face was all droopy like pudding. Oh, but is he at the Pudding Court? Yeah, roundabout. The Pudding Court? What's that? It's the area beyond the market over that direction. And it's, you know, pretty sure there's a bunch of oozes in there. We haven't gone to check it out in a while. It's the old house floor. Yeah. Sure it is. Lots of puddings and oozes. What? I know where he's at. Problem is, hundreds of oozes. I've seen them. I didn't tell your diplomat friends you brokered the deal. But there's a shitload of oozes. A metric ton. I don't know what metric is, but it's a lot. I will say this. There's a gnome at the head of them. That's that Pudding King. I know a way to get there, but like I said, there's a lot of oozes in the way. A lot of them melt stuff. A lot of them, well, do weird things. Not fun. Dorb will just be like, alright, so if we did take your help with the oozes, would you be willing to defend Blingdenstone with your life? As he gestures to you guys, particularly mostly towards Dusk. As they mentioned that perhaps if the drow do come a knocking again, we'll be ready for them with some werets. As Chipgrin grabs some of that like soft, mushy bread, shoves it in his mouth again. Yeah. I mean, it's our home. We got to, right? I mean, heck, we defended against you lot. Did pretty good too. Yes, would, you fair travelers have anything to say on any of this matter? As all eyes at the table look towards you guys.
What do you want from us? I mean, we put you guys together. Are you asking for more help, or?
Well, I was just curious if you had anything to say on anything we've discussed.
Well, in the face of hundreds of oozes,
It's a lot.
Seems like a house divided does indeed fall. So, if the idea is to go to war, the more the merrier, as they say.
I believe you could both benefit from more than just mutual defense. What about free trade?
Yeah, you seem to have cheese that you like.
Yeah, we've got things we can trade. We scrounged up a few things here and there. Exactly. We can coexist, right?
Hey, if we can do it, y'all can do it.
Right, look
I
at
mean,
all
as
these strange folk. They don't go together at all. But they are. And we're all
And
at
that-
least gnomes.
And as you said, this is your home.
Yeah. Well, alright, we can do that. Yeah, I guess, what about Operation Who's There, alright? We need someone to scout out and look at these oozes and find out exactly what we're dealing with. And then, I guess go from there. You said hundreds? We need a better report than that. And this Tripkin will say, like, listen, it was a while ago. We just haven't gone to that corner. We've seen oozes come and go through our tunnels. They've mostly left us alone, but there's a lot of them. We've seen at least a couple of dozen go through. I can take a small group to go in and out for a little excursion, but that's about it. I don't think we can get to the pudding throne. It's probably a throne of pudding, right? As Dora was like, yeah, it probably is a throne of pudding. Pudding king, pudding court. Who came up with pudding king? I did. I mean, my mates are all stupid, so I was like, we'll just call him the pudding king. Oh. Well, I called it the pudding court. Because the oozes. Right, it looks kind of like pudding. As Senny like, see? You do have something in common. Look at that. You both like pudding. Yeah, it's making me hungry.
Starting to miss the dwarves.
Like, well,
When you say a small group, what are you thinking? About 8, probably?
yeah, about that.
Yeah. Weller just looks at the group,
As Chip
Says-
Grin's just grinning at you guys.
and there's the other shoe.
Yeah.
Just a small scouting mission.
So, do we think if the Pudding King were eliminated or dealt with, that may solve the entire, what is it, Operation Splattery Pudding?
And we haven't
Something.
we didn't get a name for it yet. We got to do who's there first. One step, one operation at a time. Right. But maybe say just scout it out. Hundreds of oozes sounds horrifying. If I'm being honest. And I am.
If there is 100, I think you need to start thinking about how to get rid of them already.
We'll draw up some plans. Well, we're planning. Would you guys go with Chip Grin here and see who's there?
Well, now that we've been asked formally to do what we knew we were going to be asked to do all along, yeah, sure, why not?
Great, it's an accord. Hey, I did tell you I'd give you a reward for it, right?
I mean, you told us you'd give us somebody that would escort us to the top surface side.
Actually, I didn't, but I said we're too busy to do that right now.
Right, but, you know, if we help you
If we've got a water
with the
fight,
problem.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there, mate. All right.
Okay, we'll call that Operation Burning Bridges.
Why would you ban it?
Tuesday.
Because if we don't get that the bridge is going to be burned. I know you guys are a little bit more on the nose with your naming conventions. I apologize. It was a little
What do you
too heavy.
mean?
Just go back to your bread and cheese. Let us know when you're ready.
As Dorbo looks kind of confused, like, what do we say?
Dusk
I
reaches
think they
into
just
his
want to go
pocket
home.
and says, "Here, Weller, have a Snickers."
And Chip Green will be like, good luck getting to the surface. So, I don't even know the way up, but yeah, we got problems of our own right here at home. Much less
Right.
surface talk. But we're like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, mate. All right.
Mhm.
And he gets up and walks away. And
Right,
Senny
we
will
all
just
got-
say, like, sorry for my brother, but we are rather taxed right now. We'll see what we can do when we can do it. I'm not making any promises, but we'll do what we can.
Well,
Yeah.
first things first. Sounds like you all need some reconnaissance, so.
Then we can. He's got a lot on his mind.
Oh, surely he doesn't have that much.
He can be single-minded. I'll give you that, but he does mean well for the community. I think he's just looking out after everyone.
Right.
Fair enough.
Chip gonna be like, all right, lads, well, that's enough of that bullshit. But let's go check out some oozes, huh?
Let's go.
Let's go. Lead the way.
And he gets
Action
up from the
friend.
table and grabs another hunk of cheese. Come on, lads, I'll show you. He starts walking through the still open gate to the Gold Whisker Warrens. The doors do not close behind you in this moment, as Senny starts having a discussion with the guards. And that's where we're going to end tonight, as you guys are pretty much completed Operation Extermination, ? And we're on to Operation Who's There, with the hope of getting or finding a way up still as a reward. That's where we're getting tonight, folks. Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks, Twitch.
We'll see you next time.
Night, interwebs.
Night, internet.